Minutes later, Kep found himself standing in the middle of the road, perspiration dripping down his forehead, watching the soldier and TJ march into view. His sweaty hand gripped a bunch of cattails. Max's idea. Apparently, colonists ate them like potatoes. Max figured it would be an excuse to chat, like bringing cookies to a new neighbor. And it would keep the soldier distracted long enough for Tella to sneak up behind and nail him with a dart. He'd felt a twinge bad about that last part, until he'd seen the soldier shove TJ. And in case small talk didn't do the trick, Kep had put the biggest of the branches that had snapped off earlier within arm's reach. As the soldier and TJ drew nearer, Kep's shoulders sank. Removing those thick cuffs would be impossible without a key. He hoped the soldier had one. The soldier eyed Kep, slowed, then jerked TJ's shoulder to stop him. Chin jutting, fists clenched, he appeared more mad than hurt. He met Kep's gaze, clearly trying to figure out if this was in the playbook.
"Step aside,"
the big-nosed soldier, whose red coat strained to contain his bulky body, didn't appear to recognize Kep from the city gate fiasco. That meant he wouldn't expect any trouble. "Nice day, isn't it?" Calm, boring, no need to shoot conversation. "No sign of rain?"
"Out of the road,"
the soldier ordered. So much for a weather chat. Kep showed his teeth in a pretend smile. "Want some cattails? I just picked them. No charge." Where the heck was Tella? For an instant his gaze shot to the edge of the marsh behind the redcoat. Tella stood half concealed. She motioned stuck, pointing to the dart in her gun. Great. Just great. He shoved the bouquet toward the soldier. "You look hungry."
"Step aside!"
roared the redcoat. So much for the neighborly cattail offering. The guy could easily get around Kep, but he was on some power trip. "Sorry, I'm in your way?" Kep didn't budge. Karate. That's the sport he should have taken up. Swimming does zilch to prepare you for violent confrontations. "Would your, prisoner want some cattails?"
"Runaways don't need coddling," the man spat.
He started toward Kep, apparently planning to bulldoze him, but at his first step, the swamp grasses at the side of the road rustled, and Max barged out. "He's not a runaway, you bully!" Max practically spit, stalking forward to stand shoulder to shoulder with Kep. TJ's eyes shot to Kep's and seemed to ask if this was part of the plan. "Tone it down, Max." Kep's gaze flickered to the branch of last resort, which suddenly seemed more like a twig. But Max, fists clenched at his sides, stepped toward the soldier. "You aren't so tough, you big ape!" The soldier's face flamed red. "That's enough, Max." Kep pulled his brother back. But Max wasn't done. Maybe he was unleashing pent-up anger toward all the schoolyard bullies he'd never faced down. "Hey, Big Red, you're nothing but chewing gum. My brother's gonna chew you up and spit you back across the Atlantic." Kep doubted they even had chewing gum in 1775, but the soldier apparently got the gist, because his face blazed a shade brighter.
"You unruly, ungrateful colonists do love your insults."
Big Red shook a fist the size of a cantaloupe.
"But you run from a real fight. A solid thrashing's what you need."
"My brother'll thrash you!" shrieked Max. "You'd better let TJ go, and run now if you know what's good for you." Still clutching the cattail bouquet, Kep's mouth plunged open. Had stress messed with Max's head? But Max jerked his head ever so slightly in the direction behind Big Red. Tella crept forward, dart gun at the ready. Best of all, Big Red released TJ's shoulder to flex his arms.
"Saucing a king soldier. I'll teach you, you Yankee peas."
Tella needed a few more seconds, so Kep tossed the cattails, put up two fists, and bobbed in place.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.